All right, now to give us more perspective in terms of what is likely to unfold at this moment in this escalating conflict, we're being joined by Dr. Jack Roche, who's a research associate at United Against a Nuclear Iran. And he's joining us on this broadcast. Dr. Roche, thank you very much indeed for joining us here on this broadcast. Now, we witnessed some really extraordinary scenes in the manner in which the Iranians carried out their reprisal on the state of Israel. How do you expect the Israelis to, of course, respond to the Iranian reprisal?
Thank you for having me. It's clear from what we've heard so far that the Israelis will likely target Iran's nuclear program, its oil infrastructure, or other critical elements of its infrastructure in order to inflict maximum damage. This could come through some sort of aerial attack, like we saw earlier this year with the attack on the nuclear facility in Isfahan, or we could see some sort of covert attack like the earlier Stuxnet attack against Iran's nuclear program.
Right, now at this moment, the state of Israel would, of course, rely on its partner, the United States of America, to carry out any kind of a retaliatory act against Iran for its reprisal yesterday night. But considering the fact that the United States at this moment is heading into election in the next 35 days, do you think the United States has an appetite to back the state of Israel in carrying out a retaliatory attack inside of Iran?
Well, election or not, the Biden administration has at least rhetorically expressed an interest in backing Israel in any retaliatory action that they take. It is in the interest of the United States, as I said, election or not, to keep every option possible on the table when dealing with the Islamic Republic, especially considering United States forces are under threat. They have been targeted in the past by Iran's actions.
Right.
And Iran just today has explicitly threatened United States partner states like Bahrain and the United Arab Emirates, where there's also a United States presence.
Right.
We've also seen on Iran's regime media the regime touting the fact that United States gasoline prices are increasing, demonstrating an interest in harming the American consumer in that way. And so for that reason, ultimately, the United States, as I said, election or not, would be wise to keep any option on the table in order to adequately deter the Islamic Republic.
But looking specifically at what Israel can do, the options that it has got in front of it, irrespective of where Israel decides to, respond, be it in terms of oil rigs, be it in terms of the nuclear facilities of Iran, Iran has said that if it is attacked by Israel again, then it'll hit back much harder, which, looking at what has transpired yesterday, is a very real possibility. Where do you see this cycle of escalation heading towards?
So I think it's important to consider what the regime's conventional capabilities are. The United States Department of Defense has assessed that it's likely in their arsenal they have around 3,000 ballistic missiles. As you mentioned, they used 200 of those missiles, up to 200 of them, in last night's attack.
Right.
It appears unlikely that continuing to use missiles at this scale in this manner is something that the regime will be able to, it's unlikely to be tenable for the regime at that scale. So for that reason, it's likely that we will see the regime resort to its proven tactics of engaging in covert activities, terrorist plots, and supporting its proxies in their own efforts to combat Israel.
We'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much indeed, Dr. Roche, for joining us and getting us that perspective there.
Thank you for having me.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.